Usually I'm on live at 12 o'clock. Thanks for the hearts. Appreciate it, folks. But I was off last week for some time. So I was catching up with the team, seeing what's up, seeing how they where they need me to support them. And just want to share with you what's going on with the team. If you are not a client yet and are thinking about hiring a lawyer, I want to share with you that we do have a new page on our website that's not public because it's for clients, but it's a support page. It allows you the opportunity to schedule an appointment with us, because I even heard from other attorneys and they're like, what? You allow an appointment calendar on your website for clients to schedule with you? That sounds crazy. Aren't they going to take up all your time? No, we just want to be transparent and share with you that we're available because you pay us money to help you on the case. So yeah, and we have, usually when you sign up as a client, you'll receive 10 days worth of emails. We're just to give you tips to file your case properly to help you. But that's really all on that client page also, in case you don't want to wait 10 days of information. So yeah, here to help you. And folks, today's topic is your citizenship case taking too long? You may need to file a lawsuit. Friends, welcome to Green Card Guys TV. My name is John Ting, host of this channel, and wanting to help you prevent your immigration problem. But if you do have a problem, we're here to solve it and give you some tips. So folks, I know it sounds strange that some people might say, well, applying to become a citizen, shouldn't it be easy? It could be, but some people have some difficulty for a numerous amount of reasons. Yes, the form itself, if you understand English, maybe unfortunately for other people that don't speak English that well or understand it, unfortunately the forms are in English. However, even if you don't speak English, you might qualify for something like the year, your age, basically, and how long you've had the status. So it just depends. Sorry, folks, my voice is ridiculous right now, so I'm just trying to bear with me, please. Trying to work out. So citizenship, when there's citizenship, I see some questions. I'll definitely answer that soon here, but just want to get out my quick point about citizenship delays. It could be you waiting for the interview. It could be you waiting for the decision, or number 3, it could be you waiting for the oath ceremony. It is frustrating. There's it could be 4 different situations where you could file a lawsuit, actually. But the first 3 are without, it's just more delay. The 4th one is when you already, let's say you got denied and you spoke with the lawyer to verify that, yeah, you are eligible, then it shouldn't wait for it shouldn't have been denied, right? So you file something called N-336. That's a rehearing. The USCIS policy manual, I believe it states you have to wait 180 days, could be 120, but around that time. Let me see if I can pull it up, if I can find that for you. I always like to share that information, but hopefully you haven't had to wait that long. But they're supposed to bring you back or invite you back for a hearing, okay? And within that time period. And if they don't, that, my friends, the action plan is to sue them. Like, look, yeah, it could be like a little bit longer. And a little bit longer, you're like, well, let me give them 30 more days. Sure, you can give them 30 more days. It's not going to hurt. But after that, it also doesn't, especially if money is not a concern to you, which I understand for some people it is. Okay, I found it. Love to share the source. I can share it on YouTube. So if you're an IG, I'm sorry. But if you want to jump over to YouTube or Facebook, go to greencardguys.tv. Let me share my screen. There it is. Okay. Hopefully it's large enough for those folks on YouTube. So policy manual, the USCIS.gov website states that if you needed a rehearing, they're supposed to schedule the hearing within 180 days, okay, upon them receiving your request of the N336. And the times that we've had this, they typically need more evidence. So when people come to us or call us about this, we say, look, it does appear that you need to provide criminal documents or maybe your tax documents. Maybe you told the officer that you had, you had to pay the IRS back pay for the past non-payment, but you do have some kind of, maybe you have an agreement with IRS to get it done so that you pay it. Typically, preferably, or not preferably, you have to provide that before or at the interview. If you don't provide an interview, then most likely they're not going to give you another chance, which sounds kind of strange, and it stinks because you have to pay more money to file this form, N336. So anyways, but the other scenario, if it's not yet a denial situation, which hopefully not, but let's say you've been waiting for an interview, and it's a long time. And it's not, I would say on average 12 months before the pandemic. But recently, by the way, success story, we have filed a case, at least for I think 5 clients so far recently, and they got the interview within about 1 or 2 months. Just depends. Okay. And that was amazing. Because with Trump, of course, he delayed everything. So there's even some people who filed, of course, like a year ago are still waiting. So I know it's frustrating, but in that sense, it could be because it's just stuck. I hate to say it. It's just stuck. And it's ridiculous that you guys have to pay more money and do this. So you might wonder, well, can you file the mandamus lawsuit yourself? To my knowledge, I don't think you can. There might be few more requirements for you to do that, but I think when they definitely know when there's a lawyer involved, the U.S. attorneys will speed up whatever the heck they need to do, which is basically contact, for example, USCIS, the agency, contact and see what the heck's up. Success story I want to share with y'all real quick. I actually was out of Baltimore, and it's for a spouse and their child for a 485 application. Let me see if I can pull up his case. Man, that was pretty exciting. I was really excited for that one. Okay, pulling it up because I believe we filed the case about 2 months ago. And in Baltimore, the last time I checked, about a month ago, checking the processing times for the 485 in Baltimore, Maryland field office was ridiculous. It was so bad. It's such a long time that even their congressman in that area, Steny Hoyer, representative, got a memo with several other colleagues to say, what the hell is going on in Baltimore, Maryland? Why is it taking so long? So unfortunately, I think a letter from them is unfortunately not enough, but that's how bad it is. They got a congressman to send a letter in that sense. Okay. And yeah, I mean, that took about 2 months on our end. I'm looking right now. Yeah, a little over 2 months. And yeah, it's wonderful news. And actually a little over 2 months because of holidays, but that was quick. You know what the government wanted all this time? An updated medical exam. And of course, back then, the medical exams were probably only valid for about a year. Okay. Now it's valid for 2 years. So you would think a USCIS officer would just send a, unfortunately, they don't send emails. They have to send a notice that they could just send a freaking RFE, which is what we got, what the U.S. attorney provided to us. They could have just sent an RFE to these clients and said, please provide us an updated medical exam. That didn't happen. What the hell is going on internally with USCIS? They probably don't know themselves. So unfortunately, sometimes, folks, a lawsuit is necessary to get their attention on your case, okay? So we have the action plan. You know about the action plan. You probably already researched this before even getting to our channel. You just need to make the decision. All right. The most common, I'm going to answer y'all's questions. Thank you so much. Excuse me. The most common question we get is that delays people's decision to do this, to take this action plan that we prepare for y'all, is, will filing lawsuit affect the decision of my case? No. I mean, you could receive a denial in general, but it's not because of the government. I mean, it's not because of you filing a lawsuit, okay? It's maybe because if you hired a lawyer before, or maybe you didn't hire a lawyer, or you hire like a consultant, which I don't recommend that, then, maybe that person didn't prepare you to make sure you're qualified, or maybe didn't provide the sufficient evidence, and then it results in a request for evidence. But just filing a lawsuit by itself does not result in a denial. Lawyers call this causation, right? Okay, so hopefully that shares some good information for y'all, because the government, folks, they're messing around with y'all, and you need to grab your legal status and get it in your hands, get in your possession. It is so close, and you would think after all these years that you've been waiting that it's coming soon. It's coming soon. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not coming soon. You most likely have to sue them. All right. And this includes for a lot of different case types. Okay. And it can be absolutely frustrating for you. We're here with you every step of the way. We have some clients that join us live and share with us, share your sentiments. Thank you very much. Rich, you said you're the best ever. Thanks, but it's our pleasure to assist you. Appreciate it. Olga, you said unbelievable. Yes, no more waiting. Yeah, y'all just need to take action. Again, it's with our team or without our team. You can hire someone else. It's all good with me. There's so many great lawyers out there. There's so many not so good lawyers out there. So you need to do your own due diligence and check them out yourself. Just like you would with me. People, what I recommend y'all do, because this is social media. You all don't know me that well, right? I'd love to share as much information as possible, but the best thing to do is research us. Okay, I operate and founded Ting Law Group. Go to our website, greencardguys.com. You can go to my LinkedIn profile. You can verify who I am, what I'm about. I've helped out there in community service, serve on different boards. So check it out. We're telling the truth here. Mandamus is a real thing. In fact, we have clients that are with us live who hired us for mandamus. But anyways, okay, off my rant about the government. Coco Yuchin, how long do I wait for I-485 interview schedule? And you've been waiting. You filed it back in April 2021. Your case is B2 category. I think you mean that because you enter with a visa, then you're admissible. You have legal entry. So that's great. April 2021. It's now 2023. So yeah, almost 2 years, if my math is correct. A little less than 2 years. Where are you at, Coco Yuchin? Which field office? Okay. Hey, folks on Instagram, I see you are. I think I got a couple of requests for view to join the video, but maybe you meant to send a message or post a question. There's a question. I don't know how it looks on your side. I don't know how it looks on your side on Instagram, but the question mark to ask a question if you want to is on the right side. Okay. Uh, in the meantime, I think I know that. So Coco Yuchin, if you can tell me where you're at, then I can better assist you and check the processing times. But I mean, it's 2 years, 24 months. That's ridiculous, right? I think anything over 18 months delay for 485 application is ridiculous and considered unreasonable delay. So, I mean, hopefully you don't have to do this. But again, if you're one of those people that say like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, I'm sorry. If you waited this long already, it's likely not going to come unless you file a lawsuit. So maybe you do wait. Maybe you do wait it out. What would it look like in the future? Look at your plans. Would you like the ability to travel freely without, especially outside the United States, and you need your status for that? If you're waiting on your green card and you're tired of having to renew your work permit, which work permit is necessary so that you can renew your driver license. So it's just a lot of things joined together that affects one another because of the lack of legal status. So if you're willing to wait that long, sure. But for those folks that are not willing to wait that long because you just want to move on with your life, get things wrapped up, maybe buy a house, health insurance, get health insurance, things like that. That's pretty important. I know these days of a pandemic or post-pandemic, a lot of y'all who we've talked to have health concerns, and I just hope that you have ability to get health insurance. And one way to get to that point is get your legal status. And so you have to take action, again, with our team or without our team. It can be with anyone else. I don't mind. It's our pleasure if you want us or you ask us to assist you. But the important thing that I just want to get out there is that waiting and waiting is not a solution. It's just waiting. Okay. So let's see here. Miss Castillo, sorry for the wait. No pun intended. Your husband has expedited removal, but got his 601A approval. Now just waiting for appointment Juarez, but the lawyer says not to go. What can I do? Ooh, wow. This has been approved since 2018. This is a bit complicated, as you can imagine, because your husband has expedited removal. If I recall off the top of my head, typically expedited removal is let's see if I can find it. Expedited removal bar. I believe it's at least 5 years minimum. It just depends on the scenario. That expedited removal bar is used for a lot of different scenarios, but typically you cannot wait in the U.S. for that time period. Let's say it's 5 years, okay? But you should check one-on-one with your lawyer about that. Well, if that was a case, I don't know who your lawyer is, but if that's a case that he or she recommends not for him to go, then why did he file your case to begin with? If he or she was the same lawyer that helped you with the 601 waiver. So maybe I need more information, but sounds kind of strange on that note. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just checking the government webpage. It's minimum 5 years. Your husband may have a different scenario that has more years for the bar. But I'm anticipating with the limited information you're sharing right here that yes, the 601A waiver is approved, but if he leaves, first of all, the 601A waiver only waives the unlawful presence. That's all it covers. That's only part one. Part two, expedited removal is a completely different thing. So the 601A waiver does not cure the expedited removal situation. So that's why it's tough, okay? It's tough in that situation. If you want our advice for further look at it, please please give us a call. We're happy to chat. Wow, approved since 2018. That's a long freaking time. So yeah, it sounds like either way, whatever you decide to go or not, you've just been waiting for the interview. So yeah, we've sued for that kind of reason too. But it sounds like you should just maybe stay put based on the information shared. Friends, if you have just joined the channel for the first time, you may not know this, but we do offer free 15-minute preliminary discussion. We don't offer it for every single scenario. So we do allow, we do have a form on our website, just a few questions. If you go to, if you go to greencardguys.com, you can click on take a quiz and it'll take you straight to it. And what our team does is that after they receive the form on a business day, maybe on a Saturday, but not Sunday. We don't work on Sundays. Is that they'll look at it, they'll pre-qualify you for a free 15-minute consultation, folks. And yes, it's okay if you already have a lawyer. We definitely don't want to step on anyone's toes as a professional. But I understand sometimes you don't get a hold of your lawyer, or I mean, you try to, but they don't freaking answer the phone. That's frustrating. I bet it's even more frustrating that you speak to their assistant or paralegal, and they're like, yeah, the lawyer will call you back, or we'll call you back. And they don't even tell you when they're going to call you back. And if they do tell you when, they don't actually call you back. We receive information about that. So I bet that would just be frustrating for me. I can't imagine your position. But sometimes you just want to verify legal strategy. Completely get it. Happy to confirm it or not confirm it, I guess. Because think about this, like consider lawyers like a doctor in a sense. Like if you're about to have surgery on your own body, at least for me, I don't know about you, but I would get a second or third opinion, right? So this is your legal status you're talking about. Like a Miss Castillo's husband situation, if he were to, let's say he does finally get the interview date and he decides to say, well, that lawyer didn't really explain it that well, but I'm just going to go anyway. Yeah, don't do that. Please talk to another lawyer first, at least. All right, then you can get a better idea. And I know this sounds crazy. I'm just going to put it out there. You might have talked to 2 different lawyers and you're still thinking, I don't think they explained it that well. Like, I think something's missing. Always go with your gut, folks. But just because you go with your gut, still don't leave to the interview outside America. You could still have a huge immigration consequence where you can't come back for, let's say, 5 years or 10 years. But at least what we try to do as a team, and that's the reason I go live almost every day, is because we want to be able to share information so that you understand it better and better. It's just like me as a business owner for my own law firm. I'm in business groups myself. I have a coach. We hear things like 50 million times and we're like, it's kind of like school. It's like on the 50th million time, we're like, yeah, that's a great idea. I should do that. So sometimes just hearing it over and over again can help. So pardon my repetition if it annoys you. I'm sorry, but maybe don't watch my channel if I annoy you. But I hope that you appreciate the way we are direct with the action plan. And if you do, please hit the like button and the hearts. I greatly appreciate it on your respective channel. Okay, so another thing that you might not know about is, if you're new to our channel, is that we do offer a free guide. Okay, go to greencardguys.com and you go to our website and you download a free guide. We have a bunch of them about investors, family visa options, employment, which, for example, includes H-1B, permanent residency through your company, and for investors like e-visa. There's a lot of opportunity. There's actually a lot of opportunities here in America, but it may be restrictive depending on your country. And also, excuse me. And also, depending on where your qualifications, okay, your experience, your work background, your college degree, if you have one or not. But there are options even if you don't have a college degree. It's a painful option in the sense that it takes a long time, at least 2 years, but that's to get residency, and you have to find a good sponsor in that sense, that they are willing to understand what we're sharing, because it can get a little complex. All right, folks, I tried something new up here. How do you like this design up here on YouTube and Facebook? Instagram, you can't, it's IG followers, you can't see this, but it says live with JT with the phone number, free visa quiz. So by the way, if you want to qualify for a free consultation, go to freevisaquiz.com. It might not work right now, but it's going to work this afternoon. So give it some time, please. So check that out, and you might qualify for free 15-minute consultation. So that's it, folks. I don't think I see any other. You're welcome, Rosalia Castillo. You're welcome. Looks like I covered all the questions. Coco Yuchin, if you did come back to the show, you're welcome to just DM us where you're located so we can give you a better idea of the processing times. But your case is likely waited too long. Okay. Looks like I just glitched a little bit on YouTube and Facebook. All right. In the meantime, folks, stay tuned. Tomorrow, by the way, these platforms are not going to like me saying this, but I'll be on LinkedIn tomorrow with a webinar. So please jump over there. You can, if you're on LinkedIn, you can connect with me there about H1B. Okay. Sorry about tomorrow's TN visa. All right, for Mexican and Canadian professionals, and then next Wednesday we're going to cover H1B, because registration is coming soon. If you have a degree, bachelor degree or master's degree, or you're for employer human resources, you want to catch this webinar, free for you, but you're going to have to catch it on LinkedIn. I'm just trying LinkedIn, see how that goes. Anyways, there's options. For example, if you just short story real quick example, if you I've been waiting, for example, a family sibling petition that, as you might know, takes like 10 years at least, average. So it's a hell of a long time. And your sibling's probably thinking, oh my God, there's another option, right? Yeah, there's a lot. There's definitely a lot of work sponsorship options. The key thing is you need to find a sponsor. You need to find a company. And so don't give up. There's actually companies that are willing to sponsor, but you just need to find the right one. It may not be as difficult as finding the right one for U.S. citizen spouse, but good luck to you if you are trying to still hold out for that right one. All right. Anyways, just my point is, don't give up. There might be options for you. All right, folks. See you tomorrow on LinkedIn, actually at 10 a.m. Central if you're able to join. Talk to you soon. Take care.